Hey guys, you'll notice the sign's a bit different this time. It says Chris in his Bible, and that's because this is going to have more of a Bible focus on it. And yeah, so basically, what prompted this one is that Alethea is on a cruise, and we're going to do ones like these anyway. She will be here on the ones that are for Chris and his Bible as a bounce back and forth, but it's just going to be our conversation will go more towards uh, looking at the Bible when we're discussing things rather than just uh, conversation back and forth about pizza or whatever. We'll actually have a Bible Bible centered talk. So, with that being said, this week I was out and about looking at motorcycle patches at the Eagle Leather that's close to my house and was really just kind of perusing, and I saw this patch and it said embrace the suck. And I thought, "Oh, well that's kind of a cool patch." And but then I got to thinking, is that something that really, as a Christian, should I like that thing? Should I think that thing is cool? Because it's kind of a harsh word on the end of it. And kind of, if you say that word within the four walls of a church, people will crinkle their face and kind of look at you funny and, you know, don't really use that type of language. So, although I myself have a bit more of a out there and some would even say an abrasive personality, because I just say things and it is what it is. I don't do it most of the time in a harsh way or in a, and I definitely don't do it in a mean spirited way. It just is what it is, and that's the word that best fits that situation. So that's the word I use. Now, so I still, but I want to make sure that I'm edifying in the way that I present things, and also use the correct word for the situation, however harsh it may be. Uh, so, with that being said, I wanted to make sure that the sentiment of that patch was correct for me to think it's cool. Anyway, this is just how my brain works, just working through it, you know, as we grow in Christianity, as we go through our life, we have to look at the things that we come across. And sometimes we think things that are cool that really are not good for us, and we have to redirect and recorrect so that even though we in our flesh think that thing is cool, we should not be promoting it or doing it, right? So, and I was thinking about it and I brought it up to Alethea on the phone. It's just unfortunate that she can't be here right now to also give her thoughts about um about this whole situation. So, just thinking about it, and I was like, well, what exactly does the word embrace mean? What does it fully encompass? And I looked on the computer and it says, let me just pull it up here real quick. Whoops, that was not it. Oh goodness. All right. Well, I'm all sorts over the place here. Let me go ahead and Yes. So my understanding of embrace was to just accept. And the definition in here means to accept enthusiastically. But really, more of my understanding is one of the definitions of embrace is just to accept. And that can be a reluctant, reluctant accepting in the fact that you're accepting it as it just is the way that it is, right? So, in that, just embrace and accepting what it is for it is, we just accept the world for what it is. And for me, and I would venture to say most believers out there, we can look at the world and the world sucks with the way people treat people, with the things that are going on in the world with war and um, the the way that people kill people and the way that they're using their power to get ahead of one another in a nasty way. And so we reluctantly accept or we reluctantly embrace the world for what it is, right? So, and we see in the Bible, as in uh, big ideas, that we are in the world, but we're not of it. We have to accept the world for what it is and continue to be in it and champion God's message to the world and be that ambassador, because ambassadors are people that are in foreign lands championing the message of where they come from. And once we are a believer, we become a new creation so that we are no longer of this world, but we're of the heavenlies. So therefore, we are an ambassador for God and championing his message here. So, in everything that I looked at on this, and in a way, God also embraced the suck in the fact that God chose to accept, in a way, who we were and still show love towards us by going to the cross. You know, it says that in Romans that even though we were nasty, even though we were sinners, even though we sucked real bad, God still demonstrated his love towards us by going to the cross through Jesus Christ and dying for us so that we might have the ability to have a relationship with him by accepting his gift through the work on the cross and having that relationship with him. So he himself embraced the suck and made a way for us to be in relationship with him. And and we as his ambassadors and championing his message here and being more conformed to Christ each day that we go along would also embrace the suck and love the ones around us and championing that message to bring them into a knowledge of God and who he is and his love and showing the world love by being in it but not being of it. Excuse me. And that was, goodness gracious, that was my thought this Saturday was, huh, that's really cool. I should probably look at that and see if it's something that is to actually be something that I think, oh, yeah, that fits. And I did some research in the Bible and looking in Romans, we see that God demonstrated his own love towards us. And while we were still sinners, aka sucking real bad, Christ died for us so that we could be saved by his blood and saved from wrath from God. So, and yeah, so you heard that beep there. That means that it is time for me to eat. I didn't have very much time this weekend to record something, but I just wanted to share with you what what I was thinking about this week and just looked through the Bible and to decide if embrace the suck was something that is correct or not, and I think it is. Thanks for watching.